right, hey, shalom, shalom. Before I begin this lesson, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kordash. Double honors to my elders and apostles at Great Millstone who have taught me this truth. Peace and salutations to the elect out there, scattered wherever you may be, right? May Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai bless you and your household, and may you continue to endure. Shalom to you, Akim, on the highways and byways, week in and week out, doing this work as Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai commanded us to do. Also, shalom to you sincere believers out there who believe in the names of, right, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. May Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai also bless you and your household, and may you continue to endure, right? And also, shalom to you Israelite foreigners who don't look like your regular Israelites, but your bloodline, your seed line, your loins, and your lineage go back to you being from the various tribes out of Jacob, whose name was changed to Israel. Right? May Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai also bless you and your household, and may you continue to endure. All right? It's your brother Zabakia from the Sons of Yasharallah, GMS Colorado Springs Camp, coming to you again with another live lesson, currently laboring in Denver, right? And I pray that you were edified, because that's what this truth is about, edification and exhortation. All right, before I begin though, just want to share this with y'all. I tried to do this lesson going on 3 times already. All right, I just did a screen recording on my phone 2 times. Then I tried to upload it again. All right, nonetheless, the sound was perfectly fine when I played the video from my phone until I tried to upload it to my YouTube page. Okay, the audio was cut. So obviously the spiritual demon Satan, right? All right, doesn't want me to bring this out. And who's Satan's sons? Who's Satan's daughters on earth? These Edomites, man. All right, they're playing with our channels. They're clipping our audio. That's not going to stop this truth from coming out, you damn devils. We still have to do this work, man. All right? And I pray that this video is edifying and exhorting to the elect out there. All right? Because that's what we do this video, these lessons for the elect. Fuck the 2/3, man. Excuse me, I shouldn't have gave him the finger. But anyway, forget the 2/3. All right, we'll see how long this lesson, my video runs, man. There's storage issues going on my phone. It's just frustrating. All type of vexations here in the flesh. But anyway, we'll be in the book of Ephesians chapter 3. Because the Rakah Kodash has me going into Ephesians as of late, so I'm going to be obedient. All right, the whole book of Ephesians is written by the Apostle Paul, all right, while he was in prison, okay? Because he was persecuted for this truth, and all the apostles and disciples were damn near persecuted for this truth, all right? So us, beginning with our elders and apostles and bishops on down, starting with our elder apostle Tahar, all right, we're going to be persecuted for this truth, and we have to mentally prepare ourselves for that to happen. All right? But anyway, Ephesians chapter 3 and verse 1. For this cause, I, Paul, the prisoner of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. Right here it says, Paul wrote this epistle from prison in Rome as well. He didn't consider himself a prisoner of Nero, but rather of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. So if we go to jail, prison, etc., in the future, man, it's not that we're underneath Esau, Edom. All right, we're in jail. We're going to be persecuted for this gospel. All right, for believing in Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. But it is what it is. All right. In other words, for whatever purpose and reason, the Lord wanted him at this time in prison. And that's the way that Paul looked at the situation. And that is a very brilliant way of looking at the situation, right? Because we're in this truth, all right? Because Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, all right, brought us into this fold. We didn't choose to come in, okay? And that's what we have to accept. All right, verse 1 again. For this cause, I, Paul, the prisoner of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, for you Gentiles. All right, in the previous lessons I tried to do earlier today, I was in the Blue Letter Bible and I went into that what that word Gentiles means. All right? Ethnos, I believe. Nonetheless, in this case and in this sense, Paul is referring to the Hellenistic Jews, all right, who became Hellenized underneath Alexander the Great, pursuant to the book of First Maccabees. All right, Alexander the Great, he was a small hat, an Amalekite. All right, in other words, he was an Edomite. Okay, and he used his sword to conquer, all right, the earth in the name of Edomite supremacy. That's no different than what King Devil Nero Trump is doing right now. Okay? This devil's constantly persecuting, all right, the Israelites. You see what he's doing to the northern kingdom, all right, having ICE, or Ice Cube, rather. We have to use code. These devils will clip the channel. All right, having their way with the northern kingdom like they did in the 1800s, like they did in the 1900s. But the prophet Jeremiah tells us that this is the time of Jacob's trouble. All right. Therefore, it's going to be like a time that's never been on earth. All right, pursuant to the book of Daniel, chapter 12 and verse 1. Anyway. All right. Ephesians chapter 3 and verse 2. If you have heard of the dispensation of the grace of power which is given me to you, ward. All right. It says right here, presents the apostle as having oversight or management over the new covenant and the proper administration of its presentation. Because that was the apostle Paul's lot, all right, to write to the Gentiles, which again are Israelites who don't know they're Israelites at the time, and still in this time. Okay? We were once Gentiles in the world until Yahweh Bashim Yahushai brought us in, right? Worshiping false gods, deities, going off. Like eating pork, not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, not keeping the Shabbats. Right? That's an example of a Gentile mindset. Okay? But that's why we say, Tawadi Yahweh Bashim Yahushai for bringing us into this fold and taking us out of that Gentile mindset. And in this reference, we can say that we were an American mindset, okay? But when we come into this truth, we have to put on that new man, that new woman, and be obedient and humble, all right? So Yahweh Bashim Yahushai can deliver us miracles, mysteries, and reveal his secrets unto us, okay? Ephesians chapter 3 and verse 3, how that by revelation he, right, Hamashiach, made known unto me the mystery, all right, as I wrote in a few words, okay, verse 4, whereby when you read what we are reading now as it regards to this epistle, all right, whereby, verse 4, whereby when you read, you may understand my knowledge in the mystery of Hamashiach. Okay? Because if Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is not dealing with you, you're not going to understand these scriptures. All right? We're not here to save all Israel. Yahweh Shai died for all Israel, but essentially he died for the elect first in his generation. Okay? Because mind you, it was those wicked Pharisees, Sadducees, and 2/3 that basically declared to the government at the time to persecute Yahweh Shai, man. And that blood is on you 2/3 hands. Okay? We are in a time of harsh judgment. So prepare to see individuals just drop dead. Okay? Because Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is fed up. And if Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is fed up, how do you think his apostles, bishops, and holy men feel? We're fed up too with the wickedness of this society, right? Sodomites all over the place. Women out of order. The end up scolding, talking shit. Esau Edom still trying to use his sword. What GMOs in our food, chemtrails in the air, right? Etc. I can go on and on. This is hell on earth. All right, let's see. Ephesians chapter 3 and verse 5. Here we are. Which in other ages, right? This gospel, this truth was not made unto the sons of was not made known unto the sons of men. Okay? We are a generation of kings and priests. See how Bashmi Shai is dealing with us like that, right? We have to be in a king mindset. Okay, constantly reading, fasting, repenting, praying, right? Which in the other ages was not made known unto the sons of men, as it is now revealed unto his holy apostles and prophets by the Spirit. All right, beginning with the elders and apostles at Great Millstone, starting with Elder Apostle Tahar on down. This glorious truth has been made known to us. All right? So, in other words, don't take any of this for granted. And I'm talking to myself first. Okay? Because we have some important things to do. This is our lot, man, to teach these scriptures. All right? Not to be, couch potato Israelites. Okay? Claiming you're in the truth, but not doing anything for this ministry, right? Still smoking weed. Still being a complete nigga. To be 1 foot in the world, 1 foot in the truth. All right? Yahweh Shai's got to spew you out of his mouth if you are lukewarm. All right? You can't be cold. You got to be hot for this truth, man. All right? Because prophecy is popping like popcorn. I guarantee after I'm done doing this sit-down lesson, I'm going to go on social media and find some more information I can go into. Because it's out there. Right? Now you got this big distraction with the Frankenstein files. I'm not going to say his name. All right? And Esau Edom is being exposed at a high level because there's nothing new under the sun. The same gods that they are worshiping now are the same gods they were worshiping back then, starting with the Canaanites, who were Hamites, who taught these nations how to do this, these heathenistic ways. All right? Worshiping Molech or Moloch, Baal, and so forth. Okay? The same gods in the Old Testament are here today. And they're and Yahweh Bashmi Shai is putting Esau Edom, all right, the self-proclaimed cracker, self-proclaimed white man, right, on blast. All right? And we pray that Yahweh Bashmi Shai continues to put you devils on blast because you're too puffed